Intense clashes in Iranian city of Zahedan. Hi everyone, welcome to Must Watch. At least one person has been shot dead in Iranian city of Zahedan as anti-government process continued in much of the country, activity says. Security forces fired on dozens of people as they left Friday prayers in southern city of Rabin branch, reports 6 weeks in and these protests. In fact, this is Zahedan's scenes of violent confrontation. Again, independent observer claims the crackdown by security forces across Iran has killed at least 160 people. The tactics continues to be unbearable. Indiscriminates, we saw footage of a teenager, a child who shot in the head that who apparently has been killed, and we haven't got the exact figure for how many people have died, how many people have been injured today. But as from the footage we can say certainly that they are opened fire again with live ammunition. What started out as a protest over the death of young woman in custody because of how she wore her hijab is now a chaotic and increasing deadly confrontation between some of Iran people and its religious leader. Any tactic that they have used previous rounds of protesting, including in 2009 and 2017, to crack down and get people to back their homes. Tactics are not working this time. Around this, a wave of anger in these protesting the unlocking anything we have ever seen in Iran about protesting for years, and yet this is unique. Iran military has claimed that US was comprising with others to spark the riot. Meanwhile, the United Nations has raised a list of issues with Iran that is deeply worried about the issue. The UN Human Rights Officer Ravin Shambhadasini said that particular concern is information that authorities have been moving injured protesters from hospital to detention facilities, refused to release the bodies of those killed to their families, and delivered the dissent on the condition that their families do not hold a funeral or their families do not speak to the media. In one protest video verified by the news agency AFP, people are seen shouting death to their dictators that aimed at Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The demonstration continues in various cities. International human rights campaigners says there's now a serious risk of massive killing. We got sources close to their families and Nikoshi Karamid, the 16-year-old who was killed in the earlier days of protest, and she is becoming now a household name. So have they been told yesterday they held an event at her grave site and security forces started shooting at the protester. Now we heard that 60 people have been actually arrested from that memorial and they have been taken to unknown location. Some of these detained are very close to relative of Nick Show's academy, and the family is extremely concerned about the families. Also yesterday, we managed to confirm the death of another 19-year-old bright young man who was a chef. He was just 19 and 2 days before Mayor's shoot, he did 2 days before his birthday at 9 o'clock. He leaves his restaurant and then he's getting killed by weird blow to his head with baton. We sense that more than a month on, the protests are escalating around the country, and so is the response from the regime. Definitely it is escalating. What we have seen this unpredicted, we have seen protests this long and you have these widespread across the country, and that's it being going on for months, and now there's no sign of its freezing out. What we have seen actually overnight, we managed to obtain a video that security forces raided a dormitory and they are dragging students from inside the dorm and they are calling out for help. It's really horrifying images, and across the university and schools in Iran and also streets we have seen protesting still going on. Now we have seen worldwide process, people coming out in solidarity with what's happening in Iran, in Iranians all over the world. We have also seen the US says they want to make this an issue in the UN next week. This making any difference? That correct? So it is already started in New Zealand. It's unpredicted for Iranians to know being disunited from all walks of life. You see Iranians united from different cities. They are there. and they are chanting the same slogan that people in cities like Tehran and Shiraz are chanting. Let's keep in mind that last week in Berlin we had a protest that over 100,000 people showed up, and that is, I think, the one of the biggest protests, and that shows the solidarity of Iranian people. This pour out the country with the Iranian inside the country. Thank you.